Okay, so 2021, what month are we looking at? Yeah, Kukoi, what month are we looking at?
From May, June.
Okay, so May, June, what variant?
21.
Okay, 21. All right, 21. Now, the reason why I'm asking you for the papers we should do, so it doesn't look as if maybe, oh, this man wants to pick a year for us. I give you the opportunity to choose the year of your choice and what you feel is difficult for you doing your personal studies, and then we can just look at it together and like, oh, okay, this is it, this were the errors, and that makes it fine. Okay, so I'm just going to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the question paper and the source file. Okay, I'm going to copy, then create a new folder, 310. I'm going to call it an online class. Okay, so online main production class. Date is 02/06/2023. And then I can now right click and paste the question paper and the source file here. Okay, so now that I've done that, let me see the question to have an idea of how the question is going to look like. Okay, so I have this. Now you should note I'm actually using two systems so that I can see it. I'm looking at it from here, this point, so that it makes it easy for me to just know how you guys are seeing it from your end. How you see it from your end, and okay, let me see how I can just now. For those of you, you can change it to spotlight, right? You can change the layout to spotlight, so it makes it easy for you to just see everything, right? So you can just change it to spotlight. Um, Let me just quickly show you what I'm talking about. So right here, for those of you, um, you could just click here, change layout, then change it to spotlight, right? So you could see the whole of your screen, right? So it makes it easy for you, right? So yeah, especially if you're using a mobile device. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now is, okay, but for me, I'm not going to do that because I want to see um, everybody in class as much as possible. Kukai, please do me a favor and um, carry out the attendance, right? So you know how we do it, okay? Or you
Okay,
could,
sir.
probably you could just take a screenshot so it doesn't distract you from the class. Just take a screenshot and probably you could do it later. So whichever one feels comfortable for you. So, all right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to extract it. So I'm going to right click on it and go to extract all. Okay. And I'm going to click on extract. Okay. So now I can close and I have it here extracted. Now I can open it. So I have a okay. Okay, so I have this, right? So let me go back to the question. Now, document production and evidence document, they go hand in hand. So you cannot do one and leave. In fact, you need screenshots. You physically take screenshots of everything. That's one. So we're just going to create the evidence document real quick. I want to believe at this point we all know how to create an evidence document. At the very least, we should know. But if you don't know how to create that, or you probably but you still don't have that 100% mastery of an evidence document, is fine. So probably this will be another way of refreshing your memory. So we have to open the file J2121 evidence.rtf. Let's not forget RTF means what? Rich text format. It's a generic file. Chapter 10 of your textbook, um, file management. Okay. So let's go here. Evidence. Okay. I'm going to open it. I'm going to enable editing. Okay. Now we know the theme, we know the song, right? Is make sure that your name, center number, candidate number will appear. This has always been the chorus of IGCSE evidence document. Okay, it's a theme song. Okay, so your name, your center number, candidate number will appear on every page of this document. So let's see how we can. Okay, let's see how we can get this done. Okay, so save this document in your work area as J2121 evidence followed by your candidate number. So let's see how we do this. Save this as what? Document. Document as what document? This is the file followed by a candidate number. This is what they want to see. What document and this name, file name, and your candidate number. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, split it into, so that's the whole. But that's um the whole baggage of evidence document, literally. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to click on file. Okay, file, and I'm going to click on save as. Now, funny thing about what document is, when you open it from, or you open it in Word, it automatically shows you the folder that's been using on updated Word 365 and the rest. It shows you the folder that has been opened. That it shows you the time, the date, and the timestamp. So you know, okay, oh, there's a folder, and you can also hover on it too, and it shows you chapter 8. Okay, of the textbook, talking about communications. Yeah, right. We'll talk about the URL. Okay, so yeah, URL 5 parts, and so something like this, right? So obviously this is it. This is where the file will be located. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to add my candidate number 0001. Save this as a Word document, and click save. Right, that's the first thing. Now they said make sure your name, as what the question said, your name, center number appears. Now we'll click on insert. Okay, okay, 3 columns. And I like using, by now I like using the center alignment, so it makes it easy for me. Okay. Space NG064, comma, space 0001. Yeah, I think I can just put it up a bit. Too much. Okay, maybe think. Okay, it's fine. Okay, solid. Okay. All right, so I can now click type here, delete on my keyboard, hit delete on my keyboard, delete, click type here, hit delete on my keyboard, delete. And I'll click on close header and footer. Faisal, I apologize for joining late. I had some technical difficulties. What um okay, what paper are we doing, because I want to follow along. Okay, the good thing is we're just starting literally, and as for the question, And for the year and variant, this is what we are doing, right? May, June 2021. The variant is 21. Okay. And this question paper was picked by Kukoi. Okay. Just for record. Yeah. Okay. So let's so we have the next one, tax two. Okay. Okay. I think Bisla also noted her absence. Okay, so I'm aware that Bisla will not be attending. So it's fine. Okay. Open the file. J2121 Trilon. How many of you know what a Trilon? Just in the chat. Just tell me what a Trilon is. Mm, if you like sports, let me see. Those who know what a Trilon is, just tell me what a Trilon is all about. A Trilon.
So do
Okay.
you mean triathlon?
Yeah, triathlon, whatever you call it. Triathlon. So what's it all about? Just tell me in the chat and fastest fingers, right? Just or you can tell me. Um, okay. And also, Urichi said event, a three event race. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a race. A three. Yeah, yeah, yes. That is correct. So it's actually a race. For Olympics. So we have two. We have duathlon, then we have trilon. So we have it's a three event race. Okay, so we have an idea. So it's a race, and well, why this may not actually come handy, but probably in database and um, data analysis, probably our concept of what it is will help us. That's if we're choosing to do the paper or whatever. All right, so the page setup is set to A4, portrait orientation with 2.5 centimeter margins. Do not make any changes to these settings. Don't make any changes to it. Okay, which is good. But we need to check, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open that file, Trilon. It's right there. I'm going to enable editing. Okay. All right. So I've opened the Trilon. I want to check. I trust Cambridge. I do trust them, but just want to check. It really would not hurt to just check, right? What's the worst that can happen, right? Okay, so I'm going to check this, and so yeah, it's correct. Like the said, 2.5 portrait. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm just going to cancel it. So I just wanted to just do a sneak peek on it, so it's fine. TN body style has been created, stored, and applied to the body text. Do not make any changes to this. Now be careful. When the style has been created, now is even the body. I need to be even more careful then, because then again, if you're creating a style, you have to be very careful to ensure that where your cursor is probably not here, because this is, if you click on home, you see what I'm talking about. The body, and if I'd have created something else, they've created three styles: TN body, TN subhead, and TN table. So okay, so I have to be very wary of that. Okay, so I'm just going to move down, but let me see what the question is saying before I just. Okay, save the document in your work area in the format of the software you're using with the file name if path. So we want to save it, and we're going to use a save as to do that, right? Use a save as to do that if path. Electronic copy gives me the opportunity to just copy this. Kemidiwe is just joining now. Okay. Welcome. Please, Kukoi, be so kind to just Shoei is also joining as well. Be so kind to just tell them what Ye, Mond, and Variant we're doing. So They're still a bit early. I think they can still be able to catch up. So the class is also being recorded, so that makes it you're not literally missing a thing because you have the option to always do a playback. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Click on File and Save As, and okay, I get to paste this if pack, and I'll save this as a Word document. Okay, a Word document, and then I'll click on Save. Okay, okay, Cookery was fine to just give you the source file straight away. That's good. Faye, just a quick one. I've told Kukoyi to get the attendance for the class in your absence. So since you're here, probably you could just oversee it. Yeah, thank you. Okay. All right. So place in your evidence document a screenshot to show this file has been saved. Make sure there's evidence of the file type. Okay, that's what I want. Just one word. Place your evidence document to show that you have actually saved this file. How would they know you've saved it? They want to know at the very least that you've saved this file. Okay, so this is what they want to do. I'm going to change this. I'm using Windows 11, so I'm just going to change the view to details. Obviously, I have a knack for too much spaces, so I'm just going to double click on this, and then this is not actually this. The spaces is too small because of, you can see this, right? I'm still having other things there, so I'm in between the type and size. Double click on it because I want everything to be clearly visible. Now, if yours is not showing if pack at the front, at the top rather, fear not. I can just right click, sort, and then you go to date modified. I'm pretty sure that will solve your problem. Okay, and you'll be glad, like, okay, thank you, sir, you're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and that brings me to one exciting app called the Sleeping Tool, like literally the Sleeping Tool. Okay, so yeah, okay, I'm just going to take a new snip, and I'm going to do it from here. Okay, good. And this is evidence one, so I get to just go to my evidence one. So right here, right click on it, and I just paste. Now notice that I'm not altering this. I'm not going to picture format. I'm not altering this because this is landscape. Okay, this is horizontal, so it's landscape, and because it's landscape, there's literally nothing. Now if you check the view or the grid line, you can see that it's actually at the extreme end already, so there's literally no need of adjusting anything. And this is one thing I want to guide you against, because at the end of the day, so most learners, they do something like this, which is, and they try to do this. This is, oh my god, what is this? You know, this is, it's not, you can see that you've actually exceeded, and when you print this work, it's gonna cut off. It will cut off, right? And then again, you're not gonna like the outcome of it, so you want to avoid it. Okay, so you don't do this. Okay, I'm just going to undo this to just show you. So when it's landscape, you leave it the way it is. because it's already at the extreme and it's legible. Okay, everyone can see it. You can see that this is where this file is currently being stored in the source file. Now, so many learners ask me, Mr. Jairo, okay, what if I only take this? Surely they should consider. No, because you've not given the examiner enough reason to show that this was actually stored in the source file. So how would they know? They cannot just manipulate it. They're not going with their laptop. So you have to give them proof to show that, okay, this is where this is created. Now, obviously, you also be in a desktop environment for exam purpose because they want to see the name of the laptop, and the folder, and of course the file name, okay, which is this. Okay, and now I can check the grid line, okay, and home. Question 2, remove any page breaks from the document. Page breaks. Now, to remove the page break from the document, I'm just going to scroll up, scrolling up. Now, right here, there's what we call show or hide paragraph marks. Right here, right? So I'm just going to click on it. And then you begin to see all this, all this. Now, this is showing the end of the paragraph, okay? And you keep scrolling to see if there's any page break, okay? Oh, there is. Can you see that?
Please, please, can you repeat what, like, number 2, like what you are doing? Because
I will do that. Yeah. So, like I said, to remove the page breaks, you're going to see something in your home like show paragraph marks or other hidden formatting symbol, right? So, right here in home, you see something like that under the paragraph group, right? So, if I click here, it's going to show me the paragraph ending for each of them. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll, and there we have a page break. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click here where the cursor is, the end of it, and I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard. Delete. Remember, delete takes up from the right, backspace from the left. So I will hit delete, and that page break is gone. Wow, magic. But it's not. Okay. All right. So I'm going to scroll down again to see if there's any page break. Oh, there is. My goodness, there is. So click here at the paragraph ending after the full stop. Right.
So can you do it again? Sorry, I missed that.
You missed the first page break.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the good thing is if you've done this, if you scroll in your document, you're going to see the page break like this. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
Now, at the end of the paragraph, after the full stop, you click on it, and then you hit delete on your keyboard. And it's going to perform that magic for you. So I'm going to do that again. Delete. And it's gone. I'm going to scroll down to see if there are any other page breaks. Okay, so in this document, there are 2 page breaks. Okay, there are 2 page breaks. Now, most of the time, they might not tell you to remove a page break, but there is a page break. So you have to be, just it's common nature, right? Just it should be a culture. Just let me check if there's any page break, and if there is, you take it off, right? So that makes it stress free for you. Okay, so it's that it's that simple. And yeah, so I'm scrolling down. No page break, no page break, no page break. Okay. Question 3. This is probably one of the favorite questions for everybody. Headers and footers, right? So no stress. Easy peasy. Place in the header your name, center number, candidate number, right align, right? They're telling us the alignment to put it. So this is what I'm going to do. Insert header, 3 columns. Insert header, 3 columns. Now, oh, now I know you guys are wondering, why are the arrows showing here? What is going on, Mr. Ijaro? I'm saying so many things I should not be saying. Fear not, right? I probably forgot to turn this off. So if I do that, it's gone, right? So don't panic, okay? It's just something I forgot, okay? So, yeah. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do now is the same the header, your name, center number, candidate number, right align. Okay. So probably everything right align. So everybody's doing it. It's not like I feel like doing it left align. They said right align, no. So let's do it right align, right? So I'm just gonna click type here and I'll type my name. Please don't type my name, just write your own name, right? So comma space NG064 comma space 0001. Okay. Yeah. So let me check for the next one. Okay. The next one said place in the footer. So I don't have anything on the header, right? So header is done. So I can just take this off, click here, hit delete on the keyboard, click on type here, hit delete on the keyboard, right? Then click on headers and footer. And then you go to what? Go to footer. Who has left the meeting? Okay.
So I'm still here. I just
Okay.
joined on a different laptop because it was
Okay, it's
getting
fine. It's fine.
confusing.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. So now I click on go to footer and then right here on footer, I click on 3 columns. It's still the same thing like doing insert footer, right? And one of my learners favorite said, so I can just do it. It's still the same thing. Okay. It's still the same method, but I think this seems easy. You're just doing everything in one place. Okay. So all right. Place in the footer automated page number, center the line. Now, what is automated page number? It means the numbers will be incrementing. Jokotani hand is raised up. So then, give me a minute. Let me just finish the sentence. Right? I promise I'm going to call on you. So it means that for once this is done, the numbers will be incrementing. If you're in page one, it show page one. If you're in page two, it show page two. If you're in page three, it's going to show page three. Yes, Jokotani, the floor is yours.
Oh, so I was saying I was trying to open. I had to switch my user because I was on user like I only had this files on my ICT user. I'm trying to open the file, but it says that it's locked for editing by my user ICT by my ICT user. I don't know what to do
Okay, it's locked now.
for editing.
It's locked for editing. Now, close it, right, and
Use it.
open it again.
Use it. Okay, I'll let you know if it works. Thank you, sir.
Now, center line. So I'm going to click this. Now go to page number, current position, plain number. I don't want anything fancy. It's just how many marks for the stress. So just plain number, right? Now you see, I did mine on page 2. Probably you did yours in page 3. You did yours in page 1. It's the same thing, right? Read them all has left. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is you sending me a message on Discord. Sorry, let me exit this. Okay. Now I'm going to click here, delete, right? Click here, delete on my keyboard. Okay. And now the reason why I'm doing this is because I've been able to reach through the question. Just, like the headers, alignment, match, the page margin, no other text or placeholders. Now, placeholders are your text box, right? Are included in the headers and footers. Headers and footers are displayed on all pages. I've been able to just go to just sightseeing. And then again, it's a common theme in document production. It's like the chorus of um you know the popular songs of the popular gospel songs that is a common theme, right? So you always see this day in day out. It doesn't change, right? You always see it. Okay. So so yes, so the next thing is, okay, you want to check if it matches grid line to see if it matches. You can see it does. Okay, so it does. Yep. So I can uncheck the grid line and then click on header and footer and just close it. Question 4. Taking it one step at a time. The more we go, the harder it becomes. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so at the start of the document, enter the title. At the start, so the beginning of the document, we enter the title. This means we're creating a new paragraph for it. The start of the document, we're creating a new paragraph for it, and we're calling this a Trilon event park. Copy. So start of the document. I'm scrolling up. Now the start of this, so I'm going to click here and I'm going to hit enter. Yeah. To create a new paragraph. So right here at this new paragraph, you can see where the cursor is blinking. It's blinking, it's blinking, it's blinking. Yeah. I'm just going to take my cursor there, right click on it, and just paste. Right, just paste it as a plain text. Okay. Question 5. Styles. Okay. Create and store the following styles, basing it on the default paragraph style. Now, the default paragraph style is normal. Okay. Normal. Because time in, day in, day out, majority of learners, they have issues with this. They always forget to make it normal, and that affects your work. So ensure that your default paragraph style is normal. And cases where you don't even have it, okay, Professor Jao, I did a paper and I did not see normal. Like when I'm creating the styles, I did not see normal. What do I do? Okay, good. Right? That's a very good question. Create it. Okay, if you have any style on it, use the style to create it. But then again, basing it on the paragraph style, change it to normal. See? Problem solved. Okay. And I will show you what I'm talking in a bit, because this is looking like all, it's looking all blurry to some people right now. What is this man saying? I'm going to show you. Okay, so what we're going to do is, now we want to create styles. So I'm careful. So I'm going to go to the last page. Yes, to the last page. Now in the last paragraph, I'm going to hit enter on my keyboard to create a new paragraph underneath it, so that I can create my styles. And it's going to show as a sample text. Now, if it's showing as a sample text, what does it mean? It simply means that you're creating a style basing it on nothing. Like you're creating, there's no text on it, so it will only show you how it's going to look like when it's going to be applied. So there's no text on it. So that's the reason why I show you a sample text. Okay, that's the only reason. So it's nothing fun. It's not like there's a sample text on your document. It's just showing this is how it's going to look like. Oh, when you apply it to any portion of the text. So this is how it's going to look like. It's okay. It's fine. So good. Okay. So the style name is TN title. Okay. I'm going to copy it. TN title. Now type it exactly the way it is. T for capital letter, N for capital letter, dash, title. Exactly. Don't get all calligraphy on it. Don't no. Just type it the way it is. All right. Just type it the way it is. I think that's fine. So right here on home, right here on my styles, you can create a style here. Okay, you can create a style. That's what actually the info is for. Is you create a style. Okay, create a style. Or you can click here and drag this down. Let me do it again. Maybe some people right here. You click here, right? We have styles, and the keyboard shortcut is Alt Control Shift S. I don't try it, right? It's yeah, it's long. I know, right? So Alt Control Shift S. Alt Control Shift S. So Alt Control Shift S. See? You can also Shift Control Alt S. The same thing. Okay, now, okay, right? So whichever one. Okay, so the keyboard shortcut is too much. I know. I agree. I agree with you. So I'm going to scroll down so that all the styles I can be able to see all of them, right? To some Microsoft Word, you see this right here. I know embedded is the same thing, right? So don't get, oh, but mine is not like Mr. Giles, it's the same. Okay, and then right here you can create a new style. Now I'm going to click normal. That's the first thing I'm going to do. What have I done? Yeah, you see, I'm now in trouble. I'm going to undo the work real quick because the cursor was not on the blank paragraph. It's on my body and I changed it. I'm in trouble. That's why you have to be very, very sensitive to your work. In document production, you need your attention span because if you're off paying attention to your work, you can make mistakes. I'm going to undo it. Thank you, Jesus, for the undo button, right? I wish we have it in our lives as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is not to make that mistake again. I'm going to click here. Yes. And now I'm going to click normal. And then I'm going to click the A plus. Now you can see it's showing me sample text. So if yours is not showing a sample text, it's probably mean the cursor is in the body. And you know what that means. You have to find a way to ensure that that style has been created. Now, style based on, there are times you might not see normal. You can right here on the style based on, you click on normal, right? Okay, so the style name. Let me backspace this and paste. Now, I did Control V. I think we do that. Control C, Control V, copy and paste. That is the most popular keyboard shortcut everybody knows. Okay. All right. Now, font style is serif. Now, we've talked about serif and sans serif, right? We've talked about that these are the two font styles. And the sans serif are those fonts that have straight edges. The text are straight. And a good example of such font is your Arial. And for sans serif, we have little ticks at the end of the text, end of the character. I got character, not text, character, because what text? There are strings of characters. Chapter 7 of your textbook. Don't forget data structures, right? Yeah. Okay. So the text. So straight edges. And a good example of the font that represent the serif is the Times New Roman. There are other fonts that have it, okay, but these are the two popular and highly recommended. You know, like you don't want stress. It's just, let me just, I'm okay as long as these two are okay. I don't want to stress myself, and that's good. You know, for once I agree. You know, so let's just stick with that. Okay, so font style, serif. So you're not actually looking for serif. That's usually the mistake of learners. And said, yeah, I looked for serif, I didn't see it. Okay, no, he should be looking for Times New Roman. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. So right here, I'm just gonna, you can search it if you want to, if you have the time. So usually I've been using it, so it's right here. But if you're not seeing yours, you can scroll down to T for Times New Roman. If you have the time, T for Times, but I will not even look at it's time taken. Come on, you know, start looking for times. What you could do is this, and I want to show you, is just click on the font and then type times, and it's going to show, right? And then you hit on tab on your keyboard, tab, on the keyboard to apply it. Okay. Font size 38, and of course the font size is in points 30, 34, 38, 34. Okay, so 34. Hit on tab to apply it. Alignment is center. Enhancement is bold and italics. Single line spacing, space before and space after is 0. Single line spacing right here, 1.5 double. Click on format, paragraph, single line spacing. After is what? 0, not 12. 0 here. Just type 0 on the keyboard. We don't have to be doing decrement, increment, right? So, all right. Okay, so Uechi left, Chukotade left. Okay, well, probably network issues. Okay, so now I'm done. Now you can actually compare with this right here. Okay, so okay, see what I'm talking about? It's applied already. Yeah, thank God we use a blank paragraph. Apply the TN title style to the text entered in step 4. What is step 4? Pylon event park. So I can just click here, right? Or click here, whichever one. It's still going to apply, and just click the TN title. Okay. And don't forget, go down, look for that empty paragraph, right? And click on normal. Now, I know what most of you are thinking. This is so cool and simple. And it is simple. It is simple. You just have to follow the rudiments of it, understand the basic concept of it, and trust me, you'll be like, okay, so this is actually very simple. You know, it is. Okay, so just have to follow it through. Now, evidence 2. If in your evidence document, a screenshot to show that the style setting have been applied for the TN title style. Make sure that this style is based on the default paragraph style. Now, most of people wondering, okay, Mr. Gerald, I just created the style and I have to go back to the style. Why not during the process of creating, I take a screenshot? You're going to lose a mark for that. Yeah. If not 2, you might lose 2, 1, because they want to see modified style. What does modified style mean? It means the style that you have created and now you are editing it in a layman's, in a literal term. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So I have the title right here. I'm going to click on modify, or right click on it and modify. Now you can see there's modify style here, right? So now I want to take a screenshot. Snippet to the rescue every time. So click on new. Okay. Now I can click on OK. And evidence 2. Right here, click here. Okay, let me scroll down a bit. Okay, right click, paste. Okay, this is big. Pretty much clear. Let me see. Picture format. Okay, let me be so kind and make it 14, right? Let me make the width 14. Okay, fine. All right. I'm seeing some blacks here. Why are the blacks showing? You've done a good job, oh. You've done a good job at this point. It's just me. I just want the work to be perfect. Mm. So just did a bit. Okay. Are the blacks here? Just a bit. Yeah. Okay. That's fine by me. Okay. Question 6. At this point, I just want to congratulate you for doing a very good job to get to this point. You know, and now we're moving to the next chapter of the part of the question. So yeah, let's still go
Hafiz, I
in
have a
that.
question.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so when I opened like the modifier style, instead of it showing me sample text, it showed me triathlon event pack.
Okay, good. Now the thing is, and that's not bad actually, because what you did was while you applied it, the cursor is still here, and
Yeah.
then you right clicked on it and then you modified. So it's
Yes.
fine. You still get your mark. You don't have to be scared. You still get your mark. Okay. So whichever one. What they want to mark is this. As an examiner is 1, 2, this and this together, the title and the normal, and then they mark this. All this for 3 marks.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So let me scroll down to the last paragraph. Ah, okay. Question 6. Select the subheading general and the following text up to subheading general. Let's look for general first. Okay, I think I can close this. It's fine. General. Okay, so I see general here. That's the first thing. Include the paragraph ending competitors in each category. Okay. Paragraph ending. Now, competitor. How do I even find competitor? I'll use find Joe. So right here in home, I'm just going to use find. Cannot stress me in this life. Competitors. So whatever you don't set it. Don't stress yourself. Competitors. I just want me to start reading through the document. Oh, okay, I have other things to read, right? So I think I'm not answering questions in it. So competitors in each category. So this is it. Okay. So see. So I'll click on it. Click on it, then close it. So now we have where it is. So since I know where general is. It's easier to see general. I'm just going to highlight it from here. Let's be going to find general. General is a subhead, so it's easier to see. So I'm just going to select it to general. See? Okay. So now I've done that. Let's look at the next question. Change the page layout so that only this text is displayed in what? In 2 columns of equal width. Okay, so what I will do now is layout, columns, more columns. Okay, I think I was a bit too fast there. Let me start it again. Come on, Mr. Down. Just slow down. I know. Okay, layout, columns, more columns, 2 columns of equal width has to be checked with a 1.5 centimeter spacing. Now, your measurement unit is important. It has to be in centimeter. There's a difference between 1.5 centimeter and 1.5 inch and 1.5 millimeters. The math students, surely you know this, right? So 1.5, I can just do this. increase it to 1.5. Now the width are equal, 7.25, 7.25. Okay. So now I'm going to click on what? Apply to what? You can see that this is applied to selected text because I've highlighted the text I want it applied. And I'm going to click on OK. Okay. So now this is done. And I'm happy with what I'm saying. So yeah, it's a good day in the office. Okay, the next thing now is question 7. Now, if you've gone through question 6, I'm so proud of you because it's usually stressful. You'll be like, oh, I tried it, didn't work, I tried it, didn't work. But you've done it, and that's good. Now, question 7. Apply bullet to the text. Now, I think bullet has been created. Let me check. The bullet star has been created. Click on home. Okay, let me see. Apply bullet. Okay, not a style. It's not a style, just normal bullet. Apply bullet to the text from swim. Okay. So okay, so I think this triathlon is swimming race. Okay, so it's fine. So swim 60 to 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay. So let's look for swim. Okay, this right here. Okay. I'm going to highlight it. Good. Apply bullet. So which bullet am I applying? I like now you have a choice. They didn't tell us they want to apply. Did they? No, they did not. Okay, so whichever one you want to use, it must not be my own. Okay, so I will use this one. Okay, but it might not be my own. Don't I use this one? No. Okay, so you don't use it. All right, so you can use this. You can use this. Probably you can use this. I'm not okay with this. Just this. Okay, and maybe this. This is fine. Yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this. Okay. Now, the bullets are indented 1.5 centimeter from the left margin. So let's quickly do that. All right. So right here in paragraph, I'm going to click on it. So the question said what? 1.5 centimeter indented. That's indentation, right? So indentation from the left, not right margin, left margin, left, right. So 1.5. Okay. The list is in a single line spacing with no space before or after each line. Single line spacing. Remember, single line with no space before or after. So make it 0. Okay. I'm going to click on okay. Yeah. Now, the next thing is there is a 6-point space after the last item in the list. This is the last item. So I'm going to hit on enter on my keyboard. And then backspace because I want to take off that bullet. Okay, fine. It's fine. So there's no. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease the font size to what? 6 point. Good. Done. Question 8. All right, so we are making so much
Stress up,
progress,
please have
right?
a question. So how will
Please
you
go
know it's
ahead.
6 points?
Good. How would you know it's 6 point? Now, watch this. If I click here, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Mhm. Okay, so the style name TN subhead has already been created, stored, and applied to the 6 subheadings. So the style name TS subhead has already been created, stored, and applied to the 6 subheadings. You have done that for us. Okay. Modify the TN substyle so only the following format is applied. Now, when it comes to modification, let's be careful. Let's go to our evidence document. You have to check here to ensure that what is in the question is right here. This is what they want to see. Now, the reason why I said you should be careful for modifications is they have created the styles and they are going to add some things that when you are modifying are not needed. So your basic understanding of what are the features of enhancement will make you know that if they put underline and there's no underline here, it has to be removed. If they put bold and bold is not here, it has to be removed. If they put subscript and subscript is not here, it has to be removed. Okay, so you need to know that, right? So let's go to the subhead. Now we're not creating a new style, so we don't have to rush down to the last paragraph, right? So we can just right click on it and edit, modify it, right? Modify. So we have this. It's based on normal, it's fine. So let's begin. Save. So we change this to Times New Roman. Hit on our tab, apply it. Okay. Font size is 18. So we have to change this to 18 on my keyboard. If you want to look for 18 here, it's also fine. Hit on my tab to apply it. Alignment is center, so I have to change it from left to center. Okay. You can see that it's actually applying in real time. Okay. Enhancement, I'm always careful with enhancement. Now, because when it comes to enhancement, you see everything on font, here's enhancement. Okay, others, they can bring it, right? So you have to be careful with it. Now for enhancement, you have italics, and you have what? All caps. Now, enhancement, I'm seeing bold. Is there bold enhancement? No. So you have to check it. Is there underline? No. So you have to remove it. You come here to check. So I see all caps, italics, center. Okay, what about the space before and space after? The space after is 9. Single line spacing. Single line spacing. So I'll go to paragraph. Space before is 0. Space after is what? 9. So I'm just going to double click on it and hit on 9 on the keyboard, right? And I'm going to click on OK. All right. Click on OK. All right. So you can see that this has been applied. Right? This has actually been applied. Now, this part says, place in your evidence document a screenshot of the amended settings. Okay, for the TN subhead style. Let's check evidence 2. These people are playing with words. Place in your evidence document a screenshot to show the style setting have been what? Defined for the TN title style. Okay, let's check this. Okay.
So you went back. You went
No, where we are, right? It's fine. Okay. So I'm just showing you the words that you're using, so you just know the difference, right? So obviously the amended means they want to check the modified. That's what they want. They want to check the modified. Okay. So this is what we can do right now. So I'm going to go to the subhead as usual. Right click on it, then modify it. Right? Okay. So I'm just going to check. Now it's only showing sample text because I'm still in the last paragraph. Okay, I'm still in the last paragraph where I created it. So I have subhead. I have Times New Roman 18. Center. It clicks all caps. All caps is right here. Single line. It's right here. And space before 0. And it's based on normal. Can you see that? Okay, so I'm going to take the screenshot of this. Snipping to the rescue every time. Okay, I'm going to click on OK, and I'm going to paste this in evidence 3. But I think this is too small, so you know what? I'm just going to I'll hold my control and hit on enter. Control and hit on enter. Select where the cursor is. I'm undoing again. Where the cursor is blinking, hold your control and hit on enter. Now I'm going to click here. Right click, paste. Because the evidence and the screenshot has to be together. Picture format, make it 14. Okay. What's the paragraph that starts, this is important. This is an important part. Okay, you guys are really kidding me right now. So I'm just going to highlight this, copy it, and I'm going to use find, right? Because I need to find what they are telling me right now. This is an important part. Okay, I've seen it. This is an important part. So that Format the paragraph to start. This is important so that it is indented 1 centimeter from both the left and right hand margin. Okay, so we're formatting the paragraph that starts here. So this is where the paragraph is starting from. So let me close this to here. Now, this is the issue I have with Cambridge. Now, they don't tell you everything, just leave little pieces. Do you know what this thought means? It means to the ending that starts, this is an important part, to the end. So you need to understand this because no learner will just okay, I share only this, I'll do this. No, that's not what I mean. Okay, no, not at all. Right. So format the paragraph that starts. Okay. So this is actually a good question that Kukoi brought to our table. So we're actually it's content part, right? So it's an important part. So this T dot means to the end of the paragraph. They say format the paragraph. English word, right? The paragraph, not this sentence. The paragraph. So they're literally bringing English language to ICT. So good. So that it is indented 1 centimeter from both left and right. Okay, so understanding of the question is key in document production. So let me do it again. I'm just going to click here, right? Okay. So it's indented 1 centimeter. Now it's going to show you this, right? You can see a preview of it from both the left and right. Done. Display an external 3 to 4 point black border. Okay, so we're done with our part. The next thing is the border, right? So how do we get the border? Now there are two ways to get it from here, borders and shading, or here, design, sorry, page border. The same thing. So you come to what? Shading. Nope. Borders. Okay. Page border is for the whole page. Borders is where you apply it to. So click here. Now notice that, can you see this? It's showing apply to text. But the question say format the paragraph. They didn't say format the text. So what do? We change it to what? To paragraph. And then we click the box, and then we change the width to 3. And then we click on OK. Now we've done that. Not bad. Okay.
Mr. Jarrett, could you do that again?
Okay. I was expecting some, we say, yeah, just let's redo this. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to undo this. Right? Now, they said format the paragraph that starts. This is an important part. We've established the difference between a paragraph and a text. Now, they said the paragraph. Okay, and this is the beginning to the ending of the paragraph. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this. Okay, now doing that, now the question says that it is indented 1 centimeter from both the left and the right. Okay, so now I'm going to click on my home, the paragraph here. I'm going to click on the paragraph, indentation 1 centimeter, and the preview is actually showing you, right, from the left and right. Okay. And then I'll click on OK. Good. Now, the next thing is display an external 3 to 4 point black border. So, like I said, there are two ways: design, page borders, and then you go to borders, or right here, borders and shading, and you're in borders. So I'm going to click on the box 3. Now they said apply to what? Text. But the question said paragraph. So I'm going to change this to what? To paragraph. And I'll click on OK. At this point, you guys have done so well. Like literally, right? You've done like 60% of the work, and this is looking good. So congrats to everyone in this class. Okay, so question 10. Locate the table in the document. Now they want us to locate the table. Okay. All right, so let's look at the table. Table, where are you? Locate yourself. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I think this is the table. Yes, this is the table. How do we know it's a table? Now it has something like this. Now if I click on it, watch this. Can you see this? That's how you know it's a table. It has each of them has a column. This is 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, 5 column. Yeah. So I'll click here. Can you see this now? Now that's a table. It has table design, it has layout. So that's another way to know it. Okay. So just to give you various ways on how to locate a table. They say we should locate it, Abby. Okay, we'll locate it. Okay. Now they said delete. After locating, they tell us to delete. Okay. Delete the entire column and content with the heading distant. Now let's be careful about this. They said delete the entire column. This is row. This is column. Okay. This is row. This is column. Okay. And in Excel, column is letters, row is numbers. Okay. So, okay, just sneak peek, right? To previous 3. All right. So they said delete the entire column and content with the heading what? Distant. Now you can see that this is italics to show you that this is what they want you to delete. Okay, so right here. So I can do this layout and I will just highlight on it. Okay. Now I can from here delete columns, or you go to layout and there you delete columns. The same way. Delete for my life. See? Deleted for my life. Okay. All right. So now the next one, question 11. Now that's 1 mark. Okay, we are now in question 11. Oh, you guys are doing amazing. Format the table so that the left column looks like this. Okay. Now they want it to look like this. Now we have to do some magic on it. There's no guidelines or how you're gonna do it. Uidamola keeps coming in, going out, coming in, going out. It's looking like our security, person in this Google Classroom, checking if the class is going well, and it's coming in. Okay, it's going well. You go out, you come in. Okay, all right. Okay, so we have this, right? So let's do this. Hmm. So how do we do this? The first thing I'm going to do, at least let me have a line, right? Let me be sure that let me have a line to just just put things, not doing invisible man right now. Okay, so I'll click on table design and right here on borders, I'm going to change this to like 1, the border line to like 1, and then I'll click to all borders. Okay, now is the table. Okay, so breather. Okay, good. So now let me see what they are even saying right now. Okay, so this is merged.
Sorry, sir,
Okay,
please
so
can you
let's do that.
repeat that?
Yes, I will. Okay, so let me do that again. So the first thing I would do is I want to be sure. I want to put some lines to my table. If they say draw a table, you know how you draw your table now. If you want to draw a table, you draw a table, your line, and everything. That's literally a table. Do I have a whiteboard? Um, yeah. Okay, this. So let me know when you're up running. Okay. Okay. So I have my whiteboard. So if they ask you, let's draw a table for once. The first thing I want to see in the table is a line. I want to see the line like this. Wow, this man can draw. Wow, this drawing is so. I think I should teach you guys, art and design, or maybe design and technology. This is so good. The table is fabulous. Wow. This is a table, right? This design is. I'm going to I'm going to applaud myself for this table. This is good. Okay. All right. All right. So the next thing we're going to do now is we want something like that, right? So I'm going to click here, mm-hmm, right, to select all the content in that table, and right here on table design, I'm going to put a line to 1 point. Okay, 1 point, and then the border is going to be all borders. Okay, all borders, and that's the first thing. Okay, so good. We've done that. The next thing is, if you look at this question, this is merged. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to merge it. So I'm going to select this, highlight it, okay, and click on layout. And I have merged cells. But Mr. Gerald, this is what they want, not this. So how do we make it from this to this? Good point. So text direction. We're going to do a text direction. So right here, I'm going to go to text direction. Okay, can you see? And once I've done that, I'm going to make it aligned. Mr. Gerald, it's still not the same, I know. Okay. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is probably to fill it with black. Okay, now to do that, table design, and I'm going to shade this part with black. Can you use any color? They say black, so let's use black. But Mr. Charo, this is a swim wave details, not like this. I know, right? So how do we do it? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to highlight it, go to home, increase the font size. Okay, let's see. Oh, Mr. Jao is looking more thick than this. Okay, I'm going to bold it. Mr. Jao, I think it's looking. I think it's the same thing, no? Mr. Jao, it's the same. But Look at this, looking more okay. Kill me, right? Okay. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is this, right? I'm going to adjust it real quick. Now I'm going to adjust it. So what I'm going to do is this, because now let's look at it. They said make sure. Let's do the make sure first. They said make sure that the table style is applied to all the data in column 2, 3, and 4. Not this column 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's not this, it's applied to this. So let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to highlight this only. Then go to the table style and click on it. Don't worry. We're still going to adjust it. I promise you, right? Okay. So we have this. The next thing is the text in column 2, 3, 4 displays on one line. Okay. It displays on one line. So how do you do it to ensure that it displays on one line? Now, there is no simple way to say this. We can just drag it a bit. Drag it a bit. One line. Okay, now it has to be within column width. Okay. What do I mean it has to be within column width? Go to view, grid lines. Can you see? If it cuts out from the column width, you're going to lose mark. The example is like a trap. Don't fall into that trap. Don't fall in. Okay. So examiners will find way to, yes, they want to get letters award. I mean, come on, which letters award? Yeah, fall in trap. Okay. So it has to be within the column width. So it has to be from this line. It must not exceed this line, right? Okay. So it's like this, and it's displayed on one line. So good. We've done a good job on that. Now the table borders and all data fit within the column width. We've done that. 1 point black internal and external grid lines are displayed when printed. Now, if you check here, you see that it was 1 point I selected. I see if I didn't even check it. I just select it 1 point. But if yours is not 1 point, you can always change it. How? Select all and just change it to 1 point, right? Change it to 1 point. Okay. So, but Mr. Jaro, this is not looking like this. I know. Okay, let me do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it. Okay. And now click on home and then reduce it. It has been reduced. But Mr. Jaro, it's not looking like this. Okay. We'll go to layout. And then let me see this. Yes. Bring it here. Nope. Okay, this is it. Right here. Okay. Okay, let's see this. Okay. Okay, maybe not bad. Let me see. I think I prefer the one. Okay, so okay, so it's fine. Is a 6 point space after the table? Now what we're going to do is this. Right here. Click here. Where the cursor is blinking, hit on enter. Yeah. So when you do hit on enter, right? When you do hit on enter, okay, now click on that new paragraph where the cursor is blinking. Okay. So where the cursor is blinking, reduce it to what is 6 point. 6 point. But let's not forget, let's come here. Don't forget to remove space in tables. That reminds me, in tables, once you do that, please remove the space. If you don't remove the space, it will not be exact 6. This is not the exact 6, right? Let's check the one for the list. Can you see the difference? It's not the same. So what we're going to do now is we're going to remove space after paragraph. Now we have the 6. Okay, now we have it here, so we can see that it's the same. Okay. Okay, so we're almost done, guys. We are almost done. Okay, and to this point, I just want to say I'm super proud. We've done a lot, we've been careful, analytic to ensure that we get everything right. And you've just been there throughout the process. So thank you for sticking around, learning this to ensure that your test in a few hours, right? You come out on top. Okay, so import the image. J2121 swim and place it in the paragraph beginning. Please follow the race directors. Please follow the race directors. Now I'm gonna find it because please follow the race. Okay, so right here, this is the paragraph beginning. I'm gonna click it here. Now, if you don't click it, right? If you don't click it and you close it, it's going to take you back. So you have to click it to ensure that this is where if I close it, this is where it needs to be. So I'm going to close it. Okay, so please follow the race director. So this image is going to be here. Okay, beginning. So I'm going to click on insert picture, this device. Now the good thing is it's just automatically going to show this image because that's where the file is. That's why it's important to always put them in the same folder. Okay, so I'm going to click on it and I'll insert it. Okay, so flip the image. So the hand is on the left. It's probably on the right. So I want to flip it to be on the left. Now flip. That is flipping horizontal. Horizontal is from left to right. Flipping vertically simply means from the top to the bottom. Yeah. So let's do this. So let's flip some director's picture right now. So I'm just going to flip it here, right here. Right. So flip horizontal. You see? So director hand is what? Is on the left. Now format this image so that it is resized to a width of 2.5 centimeters with aspect ratio maintained. 2.5. I'm going to right here under picture format. Yes.
I don't know, for some reason my picture has like a shadow on it.
It has what?
A shadow, like a reflection.
A
I don't know
shadow.
how to do that.
Share your screen.
I know you believe. Okay. That's true.
Okay, you don't have the laptop.
It's not on the laptop I'm using.
Okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine. Um, shadow. Now, did you did you add any? Oh, probably I think you did something like this. Maybe you went here. Do you do something like this?
Yes, but no, I don't know how to like change it back.
Is that
Yeah, I think so. I
okay?
think
Now, it's fine. If you've done something like that, now the thing is, what you do is this, right? So let's say you did something like this, right? And you're like, my God, what did I just do? Now, the good thing now is when you click the drop down, it's going to show you what you've selected. And what did I even select? Let's say I selected this, right? You can select another one, go back and select it again. Or what you do is this. Now, under presets, click on none. Okay. Now, under preset, I think I would this no shadow. Oh boy, there are so many things I have done in this image. And that's why we have to be careful. Okay, let me see what we can do now. Now, I think, let me see. Nope, not even picture background.
so I fixed it. I just deleted it and inserted it in.
Okay, that works. Uh, or life is not hard, right? You can just undo the work, undo, 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 Ctrl Z, right? Till we have the image. Can you see that God is a miracle working God? I still let me undo it again. Undo again. Okay, we do. Let me look at the image. Okay. All right, so we have this, right? Okay. So now 2.5. So let's do to 2.5. This 2.5, a width of 2.5, right? Now it is aligned to the right of the column and top of the paragraph. Now align to the right of the column width. So this is what we're going to do. Now before we align it to the right, we need to move it to align it to the right. So what you do is this. You have to text wrap. You temporarily skip this, right? And text wrap the image. So picture format, wrap text, and they will make it square. I'll make it square. Or maybe tight. Okay. Now I'm going to use my arrow key. Okay, my arrow key right. Arrow key right. And I'm going to move it gently. Arrow key right. Now, this is where the grid line will help us out to ensure that, good, we are within the column width, right? Now, the said picture format, let me see the text wrap, tight, square. Okay, I think square. Tight is okay for me, right? Okay. Um, Now they said it's aligned to the right of the column, top of the paragraph, starting. Please follow. Please follow. Can you see that? It's starting what? Please follow. So I'm just going to move. Let's check the view grid line. Let's see if they are the same. No, they are not. So use my arrow key down. No, I'll undo the grid line. I'm going to check the grid lines so that I can move it like this gently. This is measurement, right? Okay, so it's fine. It's aligned to it. Can you see? It's aligned to it. Okay. So check and proofread the document. So I'm going to click on review, spellings and grammar, ignore ones, rules, and when you cross the line, when you cross the finish line, should there be a comma there? To the house, English student, should there be a comma there? Please move away to the post race area. Should there be a comma there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's add a comma. In the meantime,
Sorry, sir. I can't. Where do you find the proofing?
review, spellings and grammar.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Now, in the meantime, do we have should there be a comma there? In the meantime,
Yeah.
if you have any question, okay.
Yes, sir.
If you have any questions or concerns, comma, okay. No, last minute is fine. I can leave it. Ignore ones. Okay, so we're good to go, right? So those were just those little things there. Now, make sure that the list, the table, indented paragraphs, okay, with the border and not
Sir, please can you
split.
repeat number 14? Because I wasn't following through.
Okay, so what we did for 14 is this. We clicked on review, spellings and grammar, and we just checked which one. Like, I think we added some commas. In the meantime, we added those ones that have commas. We added the ones that have commas, all the commas. But the one that was last minute with a dash, we did not add that one. Because you see the same, they don't need to put any dash now. So it's okay like that. So those were the ones that we just added as, just constructive to ensure that it's okay. Those are the ones we did. Because mine is showing me complete already. So there's no spelling. Everything is complete. So now they said the list, the table, indented paragraphs with the borders are not split over columns or pages, right? So let's check it. This is not split over, that's fine. The table is not split over, that's fine. What again? The list, okay, is not split over, that's fine. There are no windows or orphans. So there are no windows or orphans. Simply means that go to home, paragraph, ensure that the windows and orphans are not checked. So if you have it checked, uncheck it. If you check it, it means you need windows and orphans. And if you check it, there will be. So uncheck it, right? All right. And ensure there are no hanging headers, subheadings, right? Okay. The next one is no blank pages. So these 3 pages, so there are no blank pages. Okay. Stars are applied consistently. This is body. This is subhead. This is table. So they are applied consistently. Spacing is consistent between all items. Now we're careful. That, yes, seriously, talk to me.
Okay, so there are still a lot of blue lines in my
Grid lines, right?
document. Blue lines, like on the words are on the line.
Wait, what's on the line? Now forget the. I know most of them is showing on the line. Now, most time is it all depends on which version of the word are you on? Are you using the British? Are you using the US? So most of the time it would actually show that. For mine, I've configured mine to use the British, right? Which is actually what the question is entailing us to do. But if yours is, I think that can be done. Let me see. Mm, I think this can be done. Let me see. Let me see more and options. Let me see. Okay, can you see that? So mine is showing. You can see this. The first one, language and proofing. No, we have proofing now. No, we have two types of proofing. We have what? Visual check and what? Double entry. Okay. You see that in chapter 14 in the textbook proofing, right? When you have your um when you still have validations and verification. Okay, so it's under verification. So you can see that mine is English United Kingdom, right? It is one way to get this done is your keyboard, right? You can also check your keyboard also to see. Okay, so I'm even using the US. Okay, but then again, here you can ensure that this is the proof. This is my own proofing. This is where I'm doing my verification on United Kingdom. So yours might be US, and that's why. So you have to um switch it to what to the preferred one. Okay, and this is a very good question, Kuko, that you've asked because many learners they don't even know why they're only showing on the line. So you need to. It is a good question across board, and I'm happy this class is also recorded so that everybody can just take note of that. So in your proofing, you can actually change that to United Kingdom, right? All right. So hope that I've solved your queries, Kuko, right?
Like, can I give you an example of what is like underlined?
Okay, yes, please do.
So, for example, a full risk assessment has been carried out. Carried out is underlined, and I've changed the setting.
Now, okay, now when you went to, okay, now did you ignore it? Now go to review, and when you go to review, go to spellings and grammar and ignore it. It will show you the ones that you don't have to do, ignore it. Ignore ones. It just ignore ones.
And
And it's
it's not
going to
even
go.
giving me the opportunity to like
Now, when you went to the review,
try.
when you went to the review, the spellings and grammar. Okay, let me see. Let me just mess this up real quick. Yeah, something like this, right? Please don't do this with me. Or please don't do this with me. Let me just now. It will show you ignore ones, right? You can see that it's showing carried in. You could do ignore ones, right? That's what you do. Ignore ones, and you can see that I'm using what the English United Kingdom right here, right? Or you could do ignore all. Since you have done the basic things, you could just ignore the rest, and that will actually solve your problem, right? Okay, so Let me undo it. Okay. Now the next thing is save the document using the same file name and format using step one, which is what? If pack. Use the EV pack. Then so we're going to print the document. This will be printout one. So let's print the document. Click file, click print. This will show you how the document is going to look like. Next. Next. Give me a minute. Let me see. Mm, okay, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, it's okay. Yep, it's fine. Okay, so print.
So I'm only showing two on one page.
Yours is showing two.
On one page,
Two.
yes.
Yours is 2 pages in total.
No, it's three, but then it's showing like two on one page. So
Okay. Now this is what you do. Now, okay, let me explain this. Now, right here in print, you change this to Microsoft print to PDF. Now, the reason why you're having two on one page is because during your printing, you did 2 per sheet. So you're having something like this, 2 per sheet. So when you're printing this, so you could put 4 per sheet, 1 per sheet. So it has to be 1 per sheet. Right? So 1 per sheet. And of course, you're not changing anything here. Literally, that's why I said change this to Microsoft Print to PDF. So at the end of the day, you're having 3 pages. Okay. So you leave this here. It's portrait already, so you're not tampering with this. The margin has been set already. Don't make any changes to the margin, and it's printing on one side, right? Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're printing to PDF. That's why I said Microsoft Print to PDF. And then you look for the folder you have created. You have to find the folder you've created. Okay, year 10. Okay, so this is going to be printout one. Printout one, which is what the question is saying. Yeah. Make sure your name, center number, account number are on your document in printout one. So, and it's there, right here. Right. So I'm just going to click on save. The next thing is the evidence document. I'm going to save it. Though we're not done with it, we need the database to complete this work. But we can just take a good look of how it's been so far. Okay, you could look at it in print, then you can see how it is. This is how it's going to look like when it's printed. Okay, so click on file, click on save. I can close this, and now I can also close this. Oh, I didn't save. Cancel, click on file, or you could actually save it here. So whichever one, save to this PC. So, and then you close. Now, previewing your work is very important to me. Now, I open my printout one. This is how it's going to look like in the printer. Okay. This is how it's going to look like in the printer. When you print your work, it's going to look like this. So it's important to always preview your work in PDF before you even consider sending it to what? To the printer. Okay. So I think we're done with this. I've not touched database, and would for database we're starting database next week, right? So okay, yes, that is the end of the class. Let me stop scribing.